What if I told you there's a small country hidden between Spain and France where entrepreneurs quietly build businesses with low taxes, high stability, and access to Europe without the chaos of crowded markets? Sounds like a loophole, right? Most people get this wrong, but here's why. When people think about starting a company in Europe, they imagine expensive cities, strict regulations, and overwhelming competition. Places where you need huge capital just to get started. But what if the real opportunity isn't in the obvious places? What if it's in a country so small, most people don't even consider it? That country is Andorra. And the surprising truth about Andorra is this. It's one of the most business-friendly microstates in Europe, but only if you understand how to navigate its system. Because here's the problem. Getting in is not as simple as it looks, and that's exactly why most people never try. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to register an LLC in Andorra, step by step, through a real story. So by the end, you'll understand not just the process, but whether it's actually worth it. Let's start with a story. Meet Ethan. Ethan is a US-based entrepreneur running an online consulting business. He's doing well. Clients are global, income is growing, but there's one issue he can't ignore anymore: taxes. Every year, a bigger chunk of his income disappears. So he starts searching. Is there a smarter way to structure my business? That's when he stumbles across Andorra. At first, he thinks it's irrelevant. A tiny country? That can't be serious. But then he sees something interesting. Low corporate tax rates, high quality of life, strong banking system. Now he's curious. And curiosity is where everything begins. Because sometimes the biggest opportunities come from the places you almost ignored. Now, before we go deeper into Ethan's journey, let's understand what an LLC in Andorra actually is. In Andorra, the equivalent of an LLC is called a Sociedad Limitada, or SL. It works just like a typical LLC. It separates your personal assets from your business liabilities. That means if something goes wrong in your business, your personal finances are generally protected. Simple, but powerful. Now, here's where things get interesting. Andorra allows foreign entrepreneurs to own companies. Yes, you don't need to be a citizen. But here's the catch. Foreign ownership requires approval from the government. And this is where most people get stuck. Because unlike other countries where you can register a company instantly online, Andorra wants to know who you are and what you plan to do. This is where it gets serious, but also strategic, because this filtering process is exactly what keeps competition low. Now, let's walk through the process step by step. Step 1. Defining your business activity. This is where everything starts. Ethan initially thinks, I'll just say consulting. But here's the problem. That's too vague. And in Andorra, clarity matters. Authorities want to understand exactly what your company will do. So Ethan refines his activity. Business consulting for digital startups. Clear, specific, professional. And that clarity helps him move forward. Now, step 2, choosing your company name. Simple on the surface, but here's where people make mistakes. Your company name must be unique and approved by the Andorran authorities. And here's the surprising truth. Approval isn't just about availability. The name must also align with your business activity and comply with local standards. So Ethan prepares 3 different name options because smart entrepreneurs don't rely on one outcome. They plan for friction. Now, step 3, applying for foreign investment authorization. This is the step that makes Andorra different. Before you can fully register your company, you need government approval for foreign ownership. And here's where most people quit because it sounds intimidating. But let's break it down. You submit an application explaining who you are, what your business will do, how it will operate in Andorra. This is where your business plan becomes important. And here's the insight most people miss. This is not just a formality. This is your chance to show that your business adds value. Ethan takes this seriously. He prepares a clear, professional explanation of his business model, and that decision pays off because approval comes through. Now, here's the moment everything shifts, because once you have this approval, you're officially allowed to move forward. Now, step 4, opening a bank account and depositing capital. To create an LLC in Andorra, you need a minimum share capital, and here's the number most people don't expect, around 3,000 euros. Compared to many European countries, that's relatively accessible. But here's the challenge. Opening a bank account in Andorra can take time. Banks will perform due diligence. They'll want to understand your source of funds and business activity. This is where things slow down, and this is where most people get frustrated. But Ethan stays patient because he understands something important. The system is not trying to block you. It's trying to filter serious entrepreneurs from casual ones. And once his account is approved, he deposits the capital. Now, step 5, signing the incorporation deed. This is where your company officially takes shape. You'll need to sign documents in front of an Andorran notary. These documents include articles of association, shareholder details, company structure. And here's the key. Everything must be accurate, because once signed, this becomes your legal foundation. Ethan double-checks everything, because mistakes here are expensive. Now, step 6, registering the company. And once the notary process is complete, your company is submitted for official registration. And this is where it becomes real. After approval, your company legally exists. Let that sink in. You now own a European business in Andorra. Now, step 7, tax registration and operational setup. But here's the problem. You're not done yet. You still need to register for taxes, obtain a tax identification number, set up accounting systems, and ensure compliance with local regulations. This is where many people lose focus because they think the hard part is over. But in reality, this is where discipline matters. Ethan hires a local accountant, and this is one of the smartest decisions he makes because staying compliant is what keeps your business running smoothly. Now, let's pause for a moment, because you might be thinking, this sounds like a lot of effort. Is it really worth it? And that's the right question, because this is where the story gets interesting. 6 months later, Ethan's business is fully operational. Clients are still global, income is growing, but now his structure is smarter. His taxes are optimized, and his business feels more stable. This is the transformation from freelancer to global entrepreneur. But let's be honest, Andorra is not for everyone, and this is where it gets real. Cost of living can be high. Physical presence may be required for certain steps. Banking can be strict, and approval processes require patience. This is where it gets dangerous. If you're looking for a quick, easy setup, this is not it. But if you're building something long-term, something structured, something global, then Andorra becomes very interesting. Now, let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC in Andorra involves defining a clear business activity, choosing a compliant company name, obtaining foreign investment authorization, opening a bank account and depositing capital, signing incorporation documents, registering the company officially, and completing tax and compliance setup. Simple steps on paper, but powerful in execution. And here's the deeper insight most people miss. This isn't just about Andorra, it's about positioning, because where you build your business matters. It affects your taxes, your credibility, your growth potential, and most importantly, your mindset. Because once you start thinking globally, you stop playing small. And that's the real shift. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Are you building a local hustle or a global business? Because the difference isn't luck, it's decisions like this. And if you stayed with me this far, you're already ahead. You're thinking differently. You're asking better questions. And that's how smart entrepreneurs grow. So if this opened your perspective even a little bit, make sure to subscribe,
because we're diving deeper into global business strategies, hidden opportunities, and real-world insights that most people never discover. And trust me, the next move you make could change everything.